Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to your mid-March 2017 tarot reading. So the energy that is coming out the strongest for me, for you guys, is that I do see this energy of waiting for things to get better, waiting for the financial situation to stabilize, waiting for communication and cooperation, especially from an ex-partner. It could be an ex-spouse, could be somebody that you're sharing, children with. But I feel like this energy about wanting everything in your life to kind of, wanting the tumultuous times to kind of subside. And one of the things that they are telling you here is this. I feel like you have, three main areas in your life that you're not happy with. And I would say like, I want to say like, the relationship sector, relationship, not just with loved ones, like a romantic interest, but more like with family members too. You want those to be a specific way, and you almost feel as if the other party is not reciprocating enough. It's almost like, you might have a group of friends, they live at a distance. You come to see them. Oftentimes you might have to drive, you might have to take public transportation, you might have to fly to see them. And then you feel like, oh, but they're not doing the same for me. And so I do see rebalancing of the relationship sector. That needs to be done, okay? Friendships with family and also with lovers and relationship partners. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. Don't be so eager to give so much of yourself and then feeling depleted and feeling as if, wait a minute, they didn't reciprocate. So just be mindful of that energy, okay? Make sure that we know to whom and where we are giving our energies and try to pull back just a little bit. The other thing that I'm feeling here is I do feel like some tumultuous energies in the work environment. It's almost as if some of you are looking for work or you are in a position where you're not sure about the long-term viability of your work environment. I also feel like many of you are in a little bit of a volatile work environment. So you could be dealing with like I'm seeing like a myriad of things. You might be dealing with people who are not getting along in the work environment, or you're working in a capacity where people tend to be, the energetic flow is very amped up. So such as a nurse in an ER environment, or even a doctor or even a physician in an ER environment where the energy is just really, really amped up. One day is different from the next. You have to like stay on top of the game, and you also have to be like, last minute changes, shifting priorities in your work environment. So then you feel like, I feel like some instability in some way, and you're waiting to get the flow of things. You're waiting for things to get better. You're waiting on just things to balance themselves out. And for those of you who are dealing with this in the work capacity, I feel that things are going to balance themselves out. But it's just a matter of you learning to be a lot more flexible, learning to multitask a little bit better, and learning to, figure out, for example, if you have 4 projects, if you're facing like a brick wall with one of the projects, shift your energy to a different project and then go from there. And I feel like it might make you uncomfortable because you like to get things done and squared away and then move on to the next thing. But I feel like this energy, the next 2 weeks is going to require that you shift priorities in a more fluid way so that you can be a lot more productive with your time. Okay. What I'm also sensing is, as well, is this: be very, very careful about overindulging drugs, alcohol, whatever the vice is. Just be very careful. I don't see issues with transportation, such as drinking, driving. I don't see those issues, and I don't see like transportation issues. But I do feel that I'm just feeling a sense of like you're seeing outside of yourself, right? And it's like you're sitting there and you're seeing outside of yourself, and you're just like, wait a minute, this person, I finally understand their motives. I finally understand why they're not good for me. And so all of these insights are coming back up. And it is also your birthday time. By the way, happy birthday for those who are celebrating in the month of March. And I feel like you are going to be put in positions where you're surrounded by a lot of people. And there might have been a few people that you haven't spoken to for quite some time. And then you might realize that's why I'm not talking to them, or that's why they've been, vacant for so long. So it's not that there's information coming to light. It's not that. I feel like you interact with them and you start to see their true colors. You start to see, you start to see their true motives and their true intentions. So I feel that there's a lot of clarity coming through, a lot of just objective information coming through. I'm also seeing that from some of you, you are turning away from family. Okay, so if there has been some contention in the family unit, you're turning away and you're just like, I'm gonna revisit this another time. I'm overwhelmed. I need a break. And I feel like you taking 2 weeks break, 2 months break from a situation that is a little bit contentious, so that you can get clarity and peace of mind and then re-engage later. So that's fine. I feel like it's family situation, family squabbles, as well as custody issues and things like that. So I'm sensing that as well. And I'm also feeling overall that, it's a good month overall to focus on the trajectory of your long-term work prospects, okay? So if the work situation seems a little bit chaotic, you might figure out how you can either stabilize it, like maybe shifting into a different department, see if there are vacancies available in a different department, a different branch, or even a different work sector altogether. So I do see some shifts needed to happen, or at least you're thinking about it, okay? And they're saying as well that no one is really keeping you in your place. It's just that, you're waiting for things to get better. So for those of you who have been waiting for quite some time and your situation is not getting better, you might think about shifting, because I do see a lot of, fear of change. I do also feel like fear of like venturing out into a new work environment where you might not know the coworkers, where you have to start from the ground up to rebuild your relationships with coworkers, or even to reinvent the wheel, like to relearn the skills or to learn new skills. I do see a lot of fear associated with that, but I do feel it's going to be much better for you. So if you've been waiting for quite some time and you're getting restless and things are not getting better, I feel that it's a really good time for you to make a move. We are in your constellation. The sun is shining brightly upon you. It is a really good time for you to get this proper support from the universe to make this big shift. Okay, so don't fear it. So I do wish you the best here, Pisces. Take care of yourself, and I'll be back in April. Bye bye.